Nilqakom għal episodju ieħor ta' Dritt Għall-Punt fejn ikonna konverzazzjonijiet unfiltered about anything fashion. Illum għandna l-Gillian.
Hello.
Hi Jill, kif int?
Alright, hi mhux ħażin, it's okay.
Alright. Illum nixtieq nitkellem ħafna fuq in-nostalġija.
Okay.
It's very much qed nerġgħu mmorru ħafna lura l-our past u hekk.
Yes.
Which is kind of affecting the thrift culture as well. It's very much becoming a trend
Yes,
issa.
naqbel.
I know you're very interested eżempju in thrifting u hekk ux.
Yes.
We've been, issa inna nafek 5 years issa.
5 snin issa.
Eżatt.
Ejwa, inna naqa.
Oh, I've always seen you in this type of thrifting culture, tipo you love doing all of this.
Yes.
What got you interested at first?
I'm not sure what got me interested at first. Just darba naħseb more thrift shop u just sibċa baffarijiet vera l-ħas u għattillallu ġbargin. U ek, sib ħafna affarijiet that you can upcycle, jew tista' tilbishom ċertu mod u tista' jinnaf, libsa tilbsu dublet jew whatever. U just ek, vera ġobni l-istil għax tista' ssib ċertu stili antiki, forsi affarijiet li m'għadhomx jagħmlu da żmien. Ekku tista' ssib ħafna affarijiet anke materjali tajbin li ma tantx għadek issib da żmien ħabba temu xin u ngħid. U hekk just kull darba hekk isek ħassib xi ħaġa differenti ma tafx ħassib. Ġifieri jien jekk immur alright għandi bżonn top aħmar eżempju jekk ħammur għand thrift shop ma nafx hekk hux ħansibu, ma forsi jaf insib xi ħaġa oħra, fimt? So it's the exciting part li sak ma tafx ħassib, ħassib xi ħaġa forsi hekk vera oriġinali u unique dik hija like il-ħaġa tiegħi. I try to look for very unique things, għax like affarijiet bħal top iswed eżempju nista' nsib minn kull imkien, imma eżempju jien naf insib xi beaded corset eżempju li darba sibt, ngħid alright, I won. Eżatt.
This is a very good thrift find.
Eżatt, thrift finds, eżatt.
Aha.
I've had many good ones.
Tajjeb.
Ija.
Ġifieri temmen li di xi ħaġa li fil-ħwejjeġ semmejt eżempju kwalità, stili li m'għadhomx forsi fil-moda daqshekk. That is isu l-iktar ħaġa li keeps you going back to it li ħwejjeġ normali forsi ma ssibx.
Eżatt, xoħosni, dal-axħar forsi fl-axħar sena ħanajdu hekk, jisni bdejt noqgħod attenta x'nixtri, nara li l-affarijiet li nixtri long lasting, ħajservuni għal żmien, forsi anke jekk kolli tfal nistantihom it-tfal. Ekk u vera attenta fuq ċertu affarijiet, għax qabel konni xi naqra bla-doċ, għax kollox 2, 3, 5 euro kon naqbad nixxi għax ngħid xi darba ħanużhom u eżatt bargain. Imma hekk jisu forsi dil-aħħar sena I was like alright, ħanibda nagħżel forsi organic materials, cotton, wool, linen, silk, għax qabel konni xi bla-doċ, fimt?
Naqritar konxja tal-materjal.
Eżatt, u flus ukoll, u xejn madu joqgħod fil-gwardarobba, so rrid noqgħod attenta.
Na warning sign dak.
Ejja, ħafna.
U l-fatt li issib ħwejjeġ eżempju minn daw it-thrift stores qatt eżempju li ssib stili forsi li m'għadhomx fil-moda bħalissa. Il-fatt li tista' tgħid eżempju sib ġakketta tgħid ħedi kellha storja qabel ma waslet għandi, kellha ħajja individwali. Kif iġġelek forsi anke kif tilbisha hemm the certain difference in feelings?
Żgur, għax jien eżempju jekk insib xi ġakketta għandi leather coat blue, navy blue, forsi naqra iktar ċar minn navy u hekk triftjajta minn Franza u hekk vera it's very lively the color. Allura hekk l-istil tagħha huwa vera pulit u hekk u ngħid istra like di kellha storja għax anka għandha ċertu kris li ma nafx kif ħanirranġana separate noħodha like għand xi steamer ma nafx. Għanda bottuna nieqsa wkoll ġifieri min jaf ġara, so hekk noqgħod ngħid di għaddiet minn ħajja forsi qabel ma twilit jien, ġifiri, I'm quite an old soul, ġifiri daw l-affarijiet vera jinteressawni, anka specialment jekk naf minn fejn ġejjin daw il-ħwejjeġ. Eżempju, l-ġimgħa l-oħra mort għand in-nanna u tatni xeba' ħwejjeġ. Tatni ġakketta tal-ġilda hekk bix-shoulder pads daqshekk kbar, għattilha di mill-lejti żgur. Ħafna mill-affarijiet kellhom xeba' shoulder pads, allura forsi. Imma dawk għalija they're more sentimental għax tatom lin-nanna, ġifiri meta nilbishom ngħid di tan-nanna. Jow, da ta' missieri, di ta' ommi, kif taf nilbes ħafna. U they're more sentimental, and most of the time I get more compliments on my outfits when I'm wearing thrifted clothes, specifically ta' ommi u ta' missieri. So, ma nafx, I mean, interessanti il-ħaġa li il-ħwejjeġ għandhom ħajja u l-fat li setat kienet għand familja. Forsi kienet tannanna ta' xaħat, mbatta ta' tifla, mbatt ma riditiex. She donated it, mbatt sibta jien, it's like, jisa ma nafx minn xi xaddiet di. U sometimes I like to make up a story about it, jisni ngħid il-lalli di għanda teba u ġifiri forsi naf xaħat mar party waqqa xi drink, like, u I don't know, it makes me feel good. U anka jekk għandu stil partikolari ħanaqbdu tal-80s, eżempju, mela mbagħad the rest of the outfit has to match, fimt? Mhux ħanilbes xi ħaġa 80s u mhux xi ħaġa moderna, eżempju. Nista', imma nippreferi niqpa'
That's your style.
Eżatt, nippreferi niqpa' ma' stil wieħed, fimt? U ma domx jagħmluhom għax il-ħwejjeġ li qed joħorġu issa forsi something that's 80s style or 90s or Y2K, they're not really, as in they're modernized versions of that style. Ġifiri, it's not really authentic in my opinion. Għalhekk inħobb nixxi affarijiet minn dak iż-żmien, għax I was like, da
M'għandix palu issa.
Eżatt, ħadd m'għandu iktar palu. U da propja stil Y2K, jew 90s, jew 80s.
Trying to get the modern and put it into that.
Eżatt. Jien affarijiet moderni, I'm not a huge fan, fimt? I mean, I'm not completely against it. Ġili joħorġu ċertu ħwejjeġ li I'm like, wow, I mean, il-ħajja tibqa' dejja, there's new innovations and new technologies u x'nafien, ġifieri I'm interested, but I'm more drawn to the old style and old clothes and,
Naħseb eżempju li dan kollu mbagħad helps you anka to build a stronger identity in what you wear and how you're portrayed.
Yes, I think so. I mean, inti stess għat li inti, thrifting queen or whatever, ġifieri naħseb għandi ċertu, ma nafx, meta nilbes outfit kompletament thriftjata bħallum, li fiż-żarbun, ma nifux jaraw iż-żarbun. Uħosni, like għandi different identities, fimt? I mean, that top jisu kien xi party top, nimmaġna, u għet nilbsu għaw. U da, it was very, I don't know, earthy vibes jisom. I like to clash u I think it does give me a bit more of a personality just because ċertu affarijiet, I mean, jien niscrollja fuq temu, xi kultant ikolli bżonn xi affarijiet, I'm not gonna lie, tal-ħjata eżempju naf li xi kaxxa bobbins jew noċer jew affarijiet hekk, I mean, issibhom minn Malta ma jkunu vera għaljin, ġifieri. Imma jitlaw li naqra ħwejjeġ, imma mbagħad meta noħroġ mid-dar, eżempju, nara xi erba' minn nies il-ħwejjeġ li rajt fuq temu, ngħid orrejt dak naf li eżen il-kwalità mhux daqshekk tajba u naf li nisa naqbad nordna fimt bil-mobile. So I do feel kind of unique when I wear these kinds of clothes because I know no one else has them.
It gives you like that little spark of personality li ħadd ma jistax ikollu.
Eżatt, eħex, like, I mean, inħobb, eżempju, meta xi ħadd jgħidli minn fejn ġibthom dawn l-affarijiet, inħobb ngħid, imma fl-istess ħin naf li ma jistgħux iġibu.
Eżatt.
Sakemm m'għandekx il-brand label tmur fuq eBay jew tmur fuq ma nafx.
Like there's a whole search party għaliha.
Eżatt. So it's fun. I don't know, I enjoy it very much.
Taħseb eżempju li issa trends, they are lacking personality because they can't, it's too accessible, kif bdejtejt, jew there's this certain situation where styles are being blended.
I mean, maybe they do lack a bit of authenticity, pero trends are a cycle. History always repeats itself, and the trend that is coming into trend now in 2026 could be the trend that was fashionable 20 years ago, ġifiri it's kind of recycled, ħanajdu hekk. I mean, they're a bit more modernized, so I wouldn't say it's not that authentic. It just has a little modern twist, which I don't mind. But again, I like to be 100% authentic with these things. Allura għalek nħobb nsib ċertu affarijiet li naf li kienu f'dak iż-żmien u hekk. So
Issa, eżempju, seeing anka the trends, kif inti, they're coming back into style from history u hekk, we're kind of hekk drifting into the nostalgic aspect a lot nowadays.
Hija ħafna.
Għala taħseb imma li it's so trendy right now?
Ara, thrifting culture is also very trendy, and that kind of blends together with nostalgia, because people firstly jaħsbu l-istess bħali, and they want to go back to thrifting to try find some authentic pieces. And I think forsi bħalissa d-dinja tant kemm hija għaddejja malajr, like ħabba l-AI u x'nafjien u technology u whatever, li they are craving a bit of authenticity, they're craving a bit of
Slow
fashion, a bit of like human interaction. So I think it all boils down to that. I mean, dis-sena, literalment fil-bidu tas-sena, f'Jannar ta' 2026, kien hemm dik it-trend looking back at 2016. Because everyone felt so nostalgic. Kif għaddew 10 snin, Marelli. I think it's just everyone kind of misses the feeling of being young and, you know, being a bit carefree now that we're older and we have more responsibilities, jew xogħol, jew jinnaf, xajt post, jew whatever. So I think people are very drawn back into feeling young and carefree again. So I think they all go hand in hand together.
U taħseb li eżempju, jiena personalment, going back into my nostalgia, I'm reflecting kif għat inti jien żgħira, I mean 2016 kelli 10. Ġifieri, tipo, I was very much ma nafx qed nagħmel, però qed nagħmilha, you know. I'm very unique to myself dak iż-żmien, I could not care what anyone thought of me u hekk. Taħseb illi eżempju that correlates to thrifting, trying to find that uniqueness, that sense of free into it?
I think so. I mean, ħanitkellem għalija jien 2016 kon 14. So, ta' 14, I was very, you know, mainstream fis sense I didn't want to stand out too much because I had a group of friends, we all dressed the same, ma jagħmlu tfal tal-lum. Ma, you know, and then as I got older, I found my style a bit more. So I was a bit scared to be too different, just because I was scared li, enough, I will be judged for it, or enough, ħajġi xi ħaġa. So looking back, I guess when I thrift, I do look at maybe the styles that I liked when I was younger, and then maybe I didn't delve into them because I was a bit scared. Fimt? Ġifieri għandi naqra affarijiet that they're a bit like little girl childhood kind of, just to heal that part of myself. Fimt? I mean, so I think it does go back to that for sure. You're trying to heal something back from 10, 15 years ago.
U issa Jill, you're in your final year as a fashion designer, I guess, issa.
Yes.
You're an upcoming fashion designer.
Yeah.
If we had young Jill awek illum,
Yes.
would she ever think li I'm gonna become a designer?
Julina Zajra, x'kienet taħseb bħalissa?
Julina, that's so cute.
Il-laqam minant missieri.
Honey.
Ija. Ara, I don't think she would have expected old Gillian to be a fashion designer. I think I was also always a bit creative, or I was always indecisive, or what nisissa, like, masax deċidi fucking chain. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So I think I had so many aspirations, nishtiq inkun hekk. I mean, that I think I would be proud that I ended up being a fashion designer and graduating in fashion. I used to look up to my two older sisters. They were also into art and into fashion, so I think I kind of followed in their footsteps because they both wanted to do fashion, but they never went through with it.
You took the step on
I took the step, which feels like a bit of a full circle moment for me, you know? So even when I tell my sisters about what I'm doing, they're so interested, and, you know, it feels very, very, very rewarding for me. It's very I think young Gillian would be very happy with where I am now.
Wem xi ħaġa that you grasp onto from your childhood, li you're like, this was something that I was reflecting to met kont żgħira, jew kienet xi ħaġa li rrid. And now I'm actually executing it, u bis-saħħa ta' di l-memorja li I'm doing what I'm doing. In general, it doesn't need to be fashion mbagħad.
Yes, ara. Kelli ħafna affarijiet, għax, to be honest, like I said, I'm an old soul, I'm a very, very nostalgic person, ġifiri jien dejjem noqgħod nirrifletti fuq il-passat, fuq il-memorji li kelli meta kont żgħira. To be honest, I'm kind of afraid of change, ġifiri dik anka l-fatt li kbirta minn my 20s now, it's very like, oh my God. So, there are a lot of things. I think the one that I've been thinking about recently is that palissa jien I'm at the age li il-Barbies kontintijom, you know? Like il-Barbies dejjem bej like yo 18 li għaddej stok iż-żmien, yo like 24, which was hot girl age, you know? Ġifieri u l-Barbies kont nibbisom, ovvjament, u kelli l-ek. So I feel like I'm living a bit of my Barbie fantasy, għax kemm jista' jkun I do try to do that, you know, apparti l-iskola, l-ħjat, u nilbes sabiħ, you know. Niprofa noħroġ and I have a bit of a social life u hekk, so I think that's all I really wanted. I just wanted to have fun with my life and just relax with it, you know, and just enjoy. Apparti minn hekk kelli ħafna memorji, ġifieri I'm trying to find one, ma xejn qed jiġi f'moħħi bħalissa. But overall, I think I am living my
childhood self-dream.
Eżatt. What I used to play, when I was younger, I feel like I'm doing it now, which again, I think
you're
young
kind
Gillian.
of manifesting that life.
Eżatt, I think so.
The Barbie life.
Eżatt.
Anka the fact that you were looking at your sisters, so you were getting inspired from them being in art and creativity.
Eżatt. I mean, dejjem konna mpinġu, whatever, u anka l-fatt li issa like kind of nista' mpinġi, it's like pretty rewarding, you know, like 100%.
We get there.
We will get there,
Practice makes perfect, okay.
So, yeah, nothing is perfect.
Eżatt. Find love in those imperfections.
Eżatt. The perfections and the perfect, whatever. Look it up.
Somewhere there, eżatt. But, eżempju, we're looking back so much at nostalgia and thrifting and our own childhood self. With that, I do believe that social media has made this such a big thing. I mean, kif inti, I think we do always keep that kind of at the back of our head. Għax anka jien, I mean, I always, jekk nagħmel xi ħaġa that's like very rewarding to myself, like, I'm making little Georgiana Proudic, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah.
Imma now with like TikTok, we're making it a trend u it's something اللي نبża that we're kind of diluting this whole experience.
I mean, I am not a whole like trend person, vera like ma tantx nippostja. Jekk nippostja, I need to think about it for like a week on social media. Allura, issa rrit nibda nidra, to be honest. Imma anka TikTok, I'm not really on TikTok. But these trends, I do think it's more for certain people, maybe a bit more performative. Whereas for others, they actually do look back and, you know, look at their life, how it was before, and, you know, reflect on how different it is now, x'nafjien. Pero għalija I feel like minn dejjem kontek, ġifiri, kull sena li tgħaddi naħseb fuq is-sena ta' qabel u ta' qabel u ta' qabel u meta kont 5, meta kont 10, you know. I'm always looking back on everything, my friends at the time, my family, kif konna noħorġu, kif ma nafx kont qed nagħmel dak iż-żmien, skola, whatever. So I think I'm glad that nostalgia is kind of coming back as a trend, just to keep us a bit more grounded, eżatt, in touch with ourselves, especially now with all this new shit that's going on. I feel like we need to keep our true selves, and that I think we do that by evolving as we get older, but also looking back at our younger selves and maybe seeing the difference and comparing ourselves and maybe keeping some of those traits from when we were younger. Yeah.
But as eżempju, because we're saying that like nostalgia is being a trend, so a lot of people are going back into 80s style, and there's so many new trends for eras, like back in history. Do you think that people that are doing this actually understand what it is illi we're going to these old eras and appreciate them, or do you genuinely believe it's just for the aesthetic of it all?
I think most of the time it's for the aesthetic. Għax fil-verità sakemm ma tafx ħafna fuq il-fashion intfej taf da drap eżempju għalfejn kien jużah jew dan l-istil għalfejn kien jużaw, fimt? Sakemm ma tiddetakkax ħafna ħin biex tirriċerka inti stess, fimt? Ġifieri I think a lot of the time it is a bit just for the aesthetic and it's a trend. So at the same time it's nice to see as in it's like some people have that style already. Like there's this one girl that I follow for Instagram, eżempju, her style is literally just 80s style. Everything is very authentic. Dejjem tilbesek, regardless lim sena, regardless lim trend, edha popolari at the moment. So, I mean, I don't know, I think it's either or, you know, some just go for it as that, for the aesthetic, for the brand, for the trend. But I think it's necessary for people to try different trends just because it helps them maybe evolve their own style. Għax naf li eżempju meta mort thrifting jien, I was like, okay, this is my style. It's very like whatever I find, I kind of dress for that vibe, you know, if I like it and it attracts me and it tells me a story and, you know, I just buy it because I know I can style it well maybe or whatever.
Do you think issa the vintage style is being a bit commercialized now that we're putting into effect the 90s look, the 80s look, Y2K? I mean, we're doing parties dedicated just for these themes.
I mean, definitely it is becoming commercialized. Like I said, it's just trend-based. U anka daw l-affarijiet li tixxi minn Shein jew minn Zara u hekk, they're not actually authentically Y2K. Eżempju, jekk il-Y2K l-istil kien it-top ikun jasal saw, just because it's a trend now, it-top jasal sawa għax dakku modern da żmien. So, I mean, it's not really 100% authentic, but if it's just for the fun, pal kif tajt għal-party u hekk, then it's fine, you know, like, li mux għataffetwani. I mean, ħafna nies ikollhom stil, ħanajdu hekk basic, but imur daw il-parties, they try to dress up, you know, I think it's all just, you know, shits and giggles, kind of, you know, just to dress up for that party. So, I mean, it is nice that they kind of delve in a bit to the nostalgia for a bit, anka forsi bid-diski li kunu għet doqqu, għax ħafna anka, you know, fashion and music goes very well together. So,
Okay, issa, we're gonna talk about naqra different, issa Spitfire questions, Dritt Għall-Punt.
Okay, Dritt Għall-Punt, let's go.
So, one word answers, very quick, okay?
Okay.
Mela, organized or chaos?
Chaos.
One trend to bury forever.
Oh my god. I don't know. Wear whatever you want, I don't care.
Okay, loud city or quiet countryside?
Both, but at the moment, loud city.
Okay, Y2K or 80s?
80s.
And one word for your inner child?
One word?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Be strong and be brave.
I think that's it? Yes.
Okay.
So, Gillian, thank you ħafna tal-li ġejt.
Thank you.
I loved going into this whole nostalgia and drifting. I think it
too.
was a perfect guest to discuss this with.
Thank
how
you.
much you love drifting.
Yes.
And you do all of this. Kif inti, like it's a passion of yours. It's not just buying the clothing just for it.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Before we wrap up, what are you expecting from Gillian in the future?
So, I'm kind of working on a little collection at the moment.
Oh.
I'm currently designing and sewing it. It's taking a bit of my time, but I'm enjoying it very much. That's pretty much it at the moment.
I can't wait to see this collection, ġifiri.
You'll see it very soon.
Mela, where can they follow you, Jill?
My Instagram is at Gillian Grech.
Good.
That's it.
So, go follow her. She has very interesting work, guys.
Yes, very cool.
Thank you for listening to us, yep.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and follow everywhere, Dritt Għall-Punt. I think we're done.
Thank you so much. Bye.